I'm torn. I'm gonna put it in good
Okay.
because I mean, yeah, it's a fucking Switch, but you can't dock it.
Yeah. True.
It
True.
it yeah, it's a lower price point. So again, I'm all there
Yeah.
for the point of economic accessibility. Listen, we all need to do what we got to do to be able to do what we love. But you can't even put it on your TV. Like, why
True.
did they take that of all things away?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
That's
think
just me.
the reason why I like this so much is because it saved me from so much like work trip boredom. Like I'll grab like a Zelda game or like a or like I'll jump on NSO and play like Chrono Trigger or something like that in the hotel room. So I'm not
Mhm.
just completely like just I'm just gonna look at the ceiling for like 2 hours before I go to sleep.
Dude. As someone who, I mean, like you and I both have our fair share of work trips,
Mm,
cross country and stuff like that. And yeah, the Switch, oh my God, what a godsend.
yeah,
It's just, I love
exactly.
it.
No, it's definitely worth it, man. It's for sure. Like,
Yeah.
but we'll move on to these little Game and Watch consoles. This I feel
Yeah.
like this. I mean, it's alright. I mean, there's nothing to write home about. You're putting a bunch of, or not a bunch of, make a handful of NES consoles on a piece of plastic, basically. Like it's all right. I mean, nothing to write home about. I don't know.
This is, this is, uh, this doesn't even exist for me.
It's not
The
good.
most game, it's just never played.
Okay.
The most that the Game and Watch means to me is the level in Smash Brothers. That's about it.
Well, I have the
Uh,
Zelda one, like the one that has like Zelda 2 on it, which is all right. But
okay.
it's why are you gonna play this on a tiny ass screen? Even the Switch 2 or the Switch Lite with NSO would do better than this. Like,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm just gonna put not good. Like, honestly, like the more I
Because
talk
were
about it,
these
what's up?
were these even like front lit or backlit or anything? They definitely weren't
Yeah,
backlit.
yeah, it's backlit.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Well, these
Oh,
in particular, like I don't like. I think that like if you're talking about the Game and Watch like remakes is what I'm thinking of.
oh,
Then yes, and this is what I'm thinking of because it has like the Mario One screen on it. Now, if you look at the
okay.
original Game and Watches, no, they're like Tiger Electronic games. Like
Yeah, yeah.
they're like garbage. Yeah.
That's
So
that's kind of what I was imagining.
yeah. So either way, not great. Not
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
And I played both of them, and they're like I don't even know why I spent money on it, to be honest. But it's not a complete waste of money if you want to play some old Nintendo games, I guess.
You
Um,
spent money on it to be able to have an opinion on it for today.
for this
You
one
knew
purpose.
this. You knew this day was coming.
All right, so the freaking Game Boy,
Yeah.
like it, it is what it is. Like it is what it is. Like it's like it brought parents into the gaming market. Like you busted out this with Tetris, and it was fucking on for like a 30-year-old parent
Yeah.
in like the early '90s. Like it was good shit, man. And yeah, it didn't have a backlit screen. You had to use a little dumb little snake light and all this other shit. But man, like, did this launch 1,000 ships? It's fucking goaded. Like, I mean, throw those Game Boy games on like a Super Game Boy, and you're fucking set. To be,
Hmm.
but like then again, I'm an old person, so it is what it is.
Yeah. Oh boy. What are you gonna rank? What are you gonna rank it at?
Oh, it's God tier. It's
It's this God tier for you. All
yeah.
right. All right.
This thing survived a missile. Like like, like
This
somebody
thing
like
ended the Cold War.
right. You put it like this thing hit a landmine and it survived. Like I like that's it, man. It's God tier for me.
um, I'm not giving it that.
It's fine.
I can't. I can't. I mean, it wouldn't. Well, a it wouldn't make for good podcasting if we did, but also, I can't. I have not played the Game Boy on native hardware, but
Oh
a little before me, a little bit.
yeah.
So Game Boy Color was my entry point.
Okay. Okay.
So I can kind of say I played it a little bit
I mean, if you played a game,
because,
yeah, essentially it's the same thing.
yeah. So I actually still have my Game Boy Color too. It's right behind me.
Is it Atomic
Um,
Purple?
no, it's teal.
It's teal. Wow.
It is. It is teal. Hang on.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So this I can't give it God tier only because going back the original Game Boy looked like shit. It was
Dude.
green and it was
Yeah.
fucking hard to look at, and if you didn't have any kind of differentiating pixels on that 160 by 240 screen, you couldn't make out your ass from your elbow. I can't give it God tier. I'm gonna give it great tier because
All
of
right.
what it did. It changed at gaming. Again, Nintendo, look at you, the revolutionary right there. But
Mm-hmm.
I cannot give it God tier just because it is impossible to go back and play it on its native hardware now.
I see. I feel like
That's just
I put so many hours into a Game Boy. Like I can excuse the ghosting. I can excuse the zero light whatsoever. Like I can excuse like the shitty dot matrix like pixel animation. It's just I don't know, man. Like it was that was my childhood, to be honest. Like I had that, and then I
yeah.
like the Play It Loud clear one back in the day,
Okay.
and then I had the Game Boy Pocket afterwards, like the Donkey Kong Country Game Boy Pocket, or was it Donkey Kong Land or something like that. But yeah, and like I carried all my Game Boy games from there to the Game Boy Pocket to the Game Boy Color to the Game Boy Advance. Like it was that was just it was a vibe, dude. It was a whole vibe back in the day.
Yeah. I don't get me wrong. I love my handhelds. I love my Game Boys. Even that black box right there is actually full of old Game Boy and Game Boy Color games.
Nice, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I don't know. For me, it's that's gonna go great. It's gonna go great for
All
me.
right. I mean, yeah. So Game Boy Color, and so I'm gonna do I'm gonna do this. It's a Game Boy and it's in color. Now that's all I. So I do have some fond memories of it though. Like I remember getting the Atomic Purple one, and I thought that was so
Okay.
cool. Getting a new Snake like with it, that was so cool. Being able to like when I had Link's Awakening DX instead of Link's Awakening,
Hmm.
you know, like I got to trade in the Link's Awakening, the Link's Awakening DX to have like a couple more colors in it. I played Resident Evil Gaiden on it, which was completely garbage, but I still played it. You know, so
Wasn't
hmm?
wasn't Link's Awakening DX also backwards compatible to the Game Boy?
Yeah, yeah. It just added a color palette. Everything else was exactly the same.
Yeah.
So yeah, um, but yeah, I mean, like it didn't. I feel like it didn't have the impact that the original Game Boy had because the original Game Boy already took its toll on me. Like by the time I got
Yeah.
the Game Boy Color, it's just like okay, it's this in color, got it.
Yeah.
And but I know this was one of your childhood handhelds. So how do you feel about it?
Yeah. So I'm gonna also put it in great. Because yeah, it's the Game Boy, it's in color. You know, it's still a great console. It still helped to revolutionize gaming. I think Nintendo again kind of hurt their marketing on this one because they were advertising it as like they were saying it's still the Game Boy. It's
Yeah.
still the Game Boy, yet they treated it entirely like a next console generation.
Mm-hmm.
So they were kind of contradicting themselves a little bit because yeah, oh, it's still a Game Boy, but it's kind of like what they did with the Wii U. You know, it's like the
Yeah.
Wii U was its own proprietary console, had its own proprietary games. You could go play like whatever. They just fumbled it.
Yeah.
So it's great, it's cool, it's all right. I don't really feel like hooking up my worm light again to it
Yeah.
to play it ever again, but it's a nice display piece.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like just looking at an Atomic Purple like Game Boy Color, like that brings back a lot of memories to me. Like it just brings
Yeah.
back like middle school memories. And I mean I don't know, man. It just didn't bring enough to the table for me to like treat it as its own thing, I
Yeah,
think.
I feel that
But all
for
right.
sure.
So All right, so we're at the Game Boy Advance. I think what we're gonna do, and just for posterity's sake, is we'll do a video of all the Nintendo stuff. We'll keep the
Yeah,
tier list, and then we'll do the Sony stuff and the Microsoft stuff, and then we'll have 3 different videos for this. So this is gonna be part one because this will tend
that's
to go a little bit longer.
this one especially because the Nintendo library is long.
Yeah, there's a lot of history here, but
Maybe we can even break this up in between, handhelds and mainline consoles.
yeah, yeah. I mean, especially for the Nintendo one, yeah, we could probably do that.
Yeah, so
But
we'll record our closing message at the end of the handhelds for Nintendo
yeah,
and
yeah,
just splice it in.
yeah.
Fix it in post.
We'll fix it in post. All right. So the Game Boy Advance. I I love the feel of the original Game Boy Advance. So much so that that I bought a fully modded OG Game Boy Advance.
Yeah,
And I'd never looked back. Like it's such a good console. Like it brought true 32-bit gaming to handhelds, which once again nobody else did. Nobody else,
yeah,
nobody else did it at the time. But you always have that stupid snake light unless you paid for that $200 screen. And that's it's good. Like it's good, right? Um, and like I used to have it was a white regular Game Boy Advance. I remember playing Circle of the Moon on it. It has to be in Circle of the Moon, and I couldn't see shit. Even with the snake light, I couldn't see shit. I couldn't see shit when playing Metroid Fusion either. And like it's just they did so much better with the next one. I feel like it's a good console though. Like I'll give it that.
yeah.
What about you?
Boy. I'm torn. Okay, so I'm gonna say the original Game Boy Advance in its native state, it's great.
It is.
It is it's great. It's what they were able to do with the game cartridges and there are so many great games for the
Yeah.
Game Boy Advance. Like I did not appreciate them
Yeah.
when I was younger. Like okay, so another reason I'm kind of so hard on the Game Boy Color and Game Boy generation is also because there was a Christmas where my brother was given a Game Boy Advance, I was given a Game Boy Color. I wasn't old enough to really appreciate or understand the difference between the two, so I didn't get jealous. I was just grateful to have a system.
Yeah.
But I was able to see some games how much better they ran and how much nicer they were on the Game Boy Advance.
Oh
Again,
yeah.
didn't really care though. I was like fucking 6. But
Yeah.
I would say the Game Boy Advance, don't put this on the list, but the Game Boy Advance in the shape that you have it right now with the rechargeable battery pack and the ISP screen and everything like that, that
Yeah.
is a god tier system.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
100%.
I will never like as much as I've had to sell for this new house, like I didn't even look at that to sell it. Like I didn't even
Yeah.
think about it. Like that's
No,
like a
I wouldn't
permanent
turn it
fixture.
back.
So
What's up?
I said that was a permanent fixture. It's not going. That and my Vita are not going anywhere. So, but yeah, and I only got it for $79. It's so crazy.
That's
Like,
a steal, dude.
yeah, right. But yeah, I mean, I can see it being great. I think that what's coming up next is like that's great for me. Like
That's
I had it did everything. It did everything right. The only reason why it's not God tier is because of my freaking crab claw hands. And I played this console so much that my hands are just like that, like the whole time.
yeah.
But I mean, the library is undeniable. They even put TV shows on this thing. It's crazy. Like
Yeah, but
no,
did they?
no,
I have those.
no.
I have
Nobody
SpongeBob.
wants to see Drake and Josh on a Game Boy Advance. Like
But they put Shark Tale on it.
they did.
And Shrek, what? Shrek 2, I think.
Something like that, yeah. But I mean, like, I don't know. Like, I had so many fond memories of this. Like, I remember playing actually seeing the Castlevania games on here. They re-released they re-released some NES games on some throwback cartridges. I remember when around the
Yeah, I
time
have
this
one.
came out. Yeah,
I have the original Zelda.
nice, nice. And it's just like and that backlit screen, man, that did so much for this system.
Yeah.
And I
If you
mean, go ahead.
if you were blessed as a child to be given an AGS 101 Game Boy Advance SP,
Hmm.
God, I hope you hug your parents daily.
Yeah, right. And I hope you still have it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Those
man.
so you said you're putting this in great?
Yeah, yeah, it was great for
Okay.
me. But what about
This
you?
one this one's a god tier for me, honestly, because this was my childhood. Like I had the Game Boy Color, my brother had the Game Boy Advance, but then I got the AGS 001 Game Boy Advance SP
Yeah.
with the front lit screen, but still lit screen, and I was like, that just changed my world. You know,
Oh yeah.
I had Pokemon Sapphire on this, and like fifth grade for me, that was every morning bus ride. I was addicted to that game. That was all day. I loved Sapphire. Herbs, as you know, I've
Yeah.
played countless times, but that console, you know, I now have a history. I have a story with the Game Boy Advance SP because that's the one I know you and I were talking when I went to Asia back in April of this year. I picked up one. I picked up an AGS 001 in Tokyo and brought it home because my childhood one was just destroyed.
Right. Right.
Um, so I brought that home, did the ISP upgrade on it, and reshelled it, and like basically rebuilt the entire console. And I play the shit out of it now. It's so
Yeah.
good. I don't have a lot of trouble with the triggers. I hold it kind of funny,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's definitely those little tic tac triggers can be a little bit of a pain in the ass. But I
Yeah.
think
It's
that
just the banana hands I
what
have. Are just.
what this console did, looking forward with the clamshell design and everything,
Hmm.
it changed again. Nintendo changing the game here,
Yeah.
but
I mean, this fit in your pocket better than any Game Boy prior. Like
yeah,
that flip top design, and it protected the screen.
yeah,
So you'll find very little Game Boy Advance SPs with damaged screens because the brunt of the damage hit the shell, which you can easily just not easily replace, but you can replace it. That
and
stupid
not to
screen
mention
wire. Oh my god.
this was the first Game Boy with like it came with a rechargeable battery,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
so gotta love that.
It's yeah. It's. I mean, I can see why it'd be goaded though for sure. It's just
Yeah,
I was just uncomfortable playing it, but if people
that's fair.
have normal hands, they're yeah. Um. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let us
Okay,
go
yeah,
to
sure, bring it on.
the original DS.
Uh,
I hated this thing. Like the hinge on this was such a piece of shit. The like the screen couldn't hold up to using the stylus on it. So you get a bunch of these with just fucking swirlies all over the bottom screen. Yeah, see what I mean? See what I mean? It it's all
I
right.
hold this one up because I think mine one was actually broken in half.
Oh man. Yeah, I think this is all right. You played like you played like 64 games on it. You had Mario 64 on it. You had no, Star Fox didn't come out until the 3DS. Yeah, I mean, like I liked playing Trauma Center on it. There was a couple other games that I played on it were okay. I like the fact that it still had the Game Boy Advance port in the bottom of it, and it didn't stick out like a sore thumb, like some of them did. So
Yeah,
it was all right, but they vastly improved on this because they needed to, not really because they wanted
yeah.
to.
No, I agree. So you're putting it in. It's all
It's
right.
all right, yeah.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one.
Okay.
Like this definitely started to change things, you know, with the dual screen system. You know, a lot of people really didn't know what to do with it. So, I mean, first party Nintendo games were cool.
Yeah.
But like, what were the first party Nintendo games they were showing off? Mario 64. It was okay.
Yeah.
You
I
know, the
mean,
the
like,
beginning of the
it was like a menu screen or a map, basically, was the bottom screen.
yeah, like Nintendogs was cool,
Yeah.
but again, like what? It's kind of gimmicky. Like
Yeah.
the hardware of this first generation DS was rough.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. Even down to the stylus, it was just not great.
Yeah, no.
Um.
So that
So the DS Lite is. I mean, it's certainly better than the DS, the regular DS. I don't
yeah
think it's much better though. I feel like
holds up better.
it does hold up better. I feel like I've run into enough of these that have like really yellowed plastic on them. Like they have like the
Really?
clear cover on it, and it just looks weird. Um, although like and also on top of that, the Game Boy Advance game stuck out of the bottom of it, and it kind of made it weird to play.
But at least they had the nifty like you know plate to fill it, like the
Yeah,
slot.
yeah. I mean, it's still. I mean, in my opinion, it's still a good console. Like it is. And it
I
did
see
it.
what you mean by the yellow though.
Yeah, yeah. And it's just I've handled enough used ones before that I'm just like, oh, cool. It's a very used DS.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it's whatever. But I mean, it's still good. It's still a good system, and it still had its headphone port in it too.
Yeah.
Which is honestly like, why did they ever remove it? Like, quit being Apple, just keep it in there.
Give it the dongle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
don't be Apple. At least because at least Apple gave us Bluetooth
Right, right.
afterwards. Like,
You've got nothing. You've got nothing. You're gonna
yeah,
put it. You're gonna use the same port to charge it with, like with the Game Boy Advance. The Game Boy Advance SP did this. The like you had the same port to charge it with was the same port that your headphones were gonna go into.
you would
And
think that like Japan, the country of not making a nuisance in public, would understand that we don't want to use our speakers in public.
right, exactly. But
Go
anyway,
take your DS onto a fucking train in Japan and see how well that goes for you, full blast.
oh, I know. Yeah, or just have your ringer on. Like
Uh,
it's like no, no. We have vibrate for these things. What would you say the DS Lite for this for you?
what would you say it is?
Oh, I said it was good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um. Again, I'm gonna agree with you on that because it's better than the original,
yeah. It's an improvement on
but
the original,
it's
but it's not like stupendous.
it never did anything to rock my world. I mean,
Yeah.
there's just not a lot of games out there that I really hunt down to go look for. Like I look for like I just got Kingdom Hearts recoded because I want to try to fill in the gaps of the story of Kingdom Hearts. And unfortunately, I need to get that to do it.
I feel like a lot of
But
people had these just to have them, like DSs.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there was Brain Age. So like again, you get all the parents and all the people that aren't really gamers. Like my mom loves Brain Age.
Yeah. And like Nintendogs
Yeah.
did the same thing. Like it brought people who
Yeah.
it brought like kids who wouldn't otherwise play a video game. Like, oh, I get to take care of a dog. It's like a Tamagotchi for like at this point in time for the 2000s.
I was just gonna say like I picture the scene from Back to the Future where like the guy calls the fucking founder of Tamagotchi. He's like, you know how you're looking for the next best thing? Well, look at this.
Yeah.
Like,
Exactly. Exactly. All right. Let's go to the Game Boy Micro. And
yeah.
it is not good. So this why? Like it wasn't as bad as these two because at least it served the purpose of being a portable gaming machine, like a portable Game Boy Advance. But it's not
The
good.
Game
Like
Boy
it's so
Advance was already
tiny.
portable.
Yeah, it's a little too portable. Like you is like the screen was like this big. Like you're holding it like this. Like what do you like? You talked about crab clawing on the SP. It's like it literally like this. Like it's not good. It's just not. There's no reason for it. It's not good. I mean, it's not like
I
it's not like complete waste of money like this because at least it serves some purpose, but it's still not good.
I'm gonna say waste of money.
All right, that's fine. I mean,
I'm
mine was teetering on waste of money, but
I'm gonna say waste of money because like it wasn't cheap.
No, no,
It
and it's still
wasn't
not
like
cheap.
it was. It came out pretty much as at the price of a regular Game Boy Advance SP.
Hmm.
So I can't even give it the excuse of accessibility option because
Yeah.
it was treated as a premium product. So, and I don't think it could play regular Game Boy games, could it?
No, no, and imagine
So
how
you're
ugly that thing would look with a Game Boy game popping out of it.
to be fucking stupid. Like,
Yeah, it
so
would be dumb.
you're gonna pay the same price as a Game Boy Advance SP to no longer be able to play original Game Boy or Game Boy Color games. No longer have screen protection. No longer have I don't did it have a headphone port?
No, wait, yes, it did. Yes, it did.
Okay, so I take that one back. But
But it's
and
funny
then
because
to give yourself an eye doctor's appointment.
the headphone wire, is almost as big as the screen is. Like the port for that. Like it's
So
so crazy.
you're gonna give yourself carpal tunnel. You're gonna give yourself eye problems. You're gonna give yourself. You're restricting what you can play on it, and you're gonna pay the same amount of money as a Game Boy Advance SP.
Yeah,
What was the point?
yeah,
Some
yeah. There
people
is
love it.
none.
Some people say, "Oh, the clarity of the screen was so much better." Yeah, because your pixels did this.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
if you look at anything from afar, it's gonna look better than. It's like a Monet painting. Like you look at it from afar and it looks good. The moment you get up closer, it looks like shit.
yeah,
So I mean,
same.
yeah. So
I
let's
don't talk
let's move
about
on from this garbage. Let's go to the DSi. So the
it.
DSi, in my opinion, was the first DS that actually felt premium. Like it felt okay. Now, it's still a DS, but I believe it brought the eShop portable.
Oh,
So you get downloadable titles. Not a lot because it's still its first kind of foray into whatever like the channel or whatever, the eShop.
mm.
But I felt like I just I honestly would have skipped on it. Like it's all right. It's nothing really to write home about. Like you basically you took the Game Boy Advance out of it, like, and now you're putting it all online. In fact, no. In fact, this is not good
Yeah,
because
that's
of that
kind of where
reason.
I'm going with it.
Yeah, because you took the Game Boy Advance out of it. You're forcing games online. It feels premium in the hand, like it feels like it was built well, but that's only because you're taking shit out of it. Like, just do the DS Lite, give me the damn Game Boy Advance back in it, and you can. I don't care what you do with this.
Yeah, I remember having a friend growing up that had the DSi, the original DSi,
Mm-hmm.
and even then, I kind of remember just kind of looking at it like, why? Like,
Yeah,
What's it was it was a gimmick console, you know?
yeah,
It's like the DSi and whatever. Like, you could justify buying that because yeah, you could play all of your Game Boy Advance games on a legitimately better backlit screen, especially if you're going from an AGS 001 SP to a DS Lite,
yeah,
night and day.
yeah,
But you look at this, and yeah, you don't have Game Boy Advance compatibility. No kid then, I feel like, especially, is gonna be able to just freely purchase shit on the eShop.
yeah.
Um,
Or at least they shouldn't be.
and yeah, and like, how many games were actually released with DSi camera functionality, and how many of them were good?
Not a lot.
So I'm
Not
gonna
a
put this
lot.
to not good. It just didn't. It just missed the mark.
Yeah. And I mean, at the end of the day, this kind of signaled the death of the Game Boy Advance. Like that was pretty much the nail in the coffin. Like, because you're not carrying it over. So what are you gonna
Yeah.
do with all your Game Boy Advance games besides just play it on the old DS or play it on your Game Boy Advance? Like you can't do it on the DSi anymore. You have to download everything now, which is just fucking trash.
And that's the
So
moment when Nintendo decided to just really start restricting all of their amazing games.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
because they were on a hot streak there with the Game Boy Advance. Like, they were porting over all of their NES and Super NES Mario's onto the Game Boy Advance, all the Donkey Kong countries onto the Game Boy Advance. Like,
Yep.
they were pulling all the fucking great shit. You know, they were taking all of like the OG Pokemon games. You were getting Leaf Green, Fire
Fire
Red. Like, you were
Red.
getting
Yeah.
the heavy hitters that they had released up until that point, and they were giving them to you again, granted at a premium,
Yeah.
but you
But at
had
least you
them.
owned them.
You didn't get them again for 20 years on the NSO.
Yeah. Yeah. And even then, you don't own them. Like,
Yeah.
so it is what it is. So the DSi XL is the DSi with a bigger screen. So it too
Waste of
is
money,
not
in my
good.
opinion.
What's up?
It's a waste of money, in my opinion.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's
Especially,
just not good. It's just, they're not. Yeah. We can move on from there. We basically, that's just the same shit,
that's it.
different day.
Yeah.
So the 3DS, the original OG Jolie 3DS. This was the first legitimate leap, in my opinion, in handheld gaming. People are actually doing more with the bottom screen. I never I never cared for the 3D aspect of it, but what I did care for is for playing Ocarina of Time in the best way it's ever looked since then. Playing Star Fox 64 in the best way it's ever looked since then. Like
Mm.
it's for that, it's at least a good for me. Knowing that it improved over time puts it at least a good for me. I hate I hated this little nub. I hated the little stupid, and I hated the fact that there wasn't a camera control thing on. Like you had to buy a separate attachment, like the circles. There was a Circle Pad Pro, in order to use a camera on it. Like I remember doing that with Resident Evil Revelations. I think it was like using the Circle Pad. You had to get a separate attachment, Bluetooth attachment, just to put another analog stick on this shit. Like it.
The fuck?
But yeah, it was good, but you could improve on it.
Yeah. I never really played this one. I'm gonna give it a good
All right.
because I did play it a little bit. I played it on my friend Nick's. He had
Okay.
it, and I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time. I give it a good because yeah, it was cool. Yeah, it was cool. It was powerful.
Yeah.
Ran that game great. But the 3D gimmick didn't
Yeah.
work well.
No.
You had to look at it like at the perfect angle,
Yeah.
and even then it was an eye strain. It was neat when you kind of got it to work,
Yeah.
but if you sneeze, you got to try to find that angle again.
Yeah. It was Game Gear coded with that the way that screen was angled. Like
Yeah.
you definitely look at it at a certain angle. The 3D wouldn't work. I'm gonna be real with you. As soon as I oh, this looks nice, and I switched it off and kept it off. Like
Yeah.
it was a 2DS for me for the most part. So I mean,
Yeah.
it was good. It was all right. What about the 3DS XL? It's just the same thing with a bigger screen. It's still good. Like the bigger screen did help. It did help. Unlike these two, like it definitely did. I felt like it did help normally, but it was still not great. Like it still only had one little circle pad, and it was still that stupid little nub or the stupid little circle pad, and like it still had all the same problems. It just had a bigger screen.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna redact my good for the 3DS. I'm gonna put it as its I
All right.
along with the 3DS XL.
All
It
right.
I don't know, it just didn't really do much for me.
All right.
Like enough to the point like I tried it, like I
Mhm.
said with my friend, and just skipped it completely. Just wasn't interested. I was like, what? What's more of the same? Now looking back on it now,
Yeah.
like when you and I are going to be going to playthrough, and anybody who may
Yeah.
be going to playthrough in October in Raleigh, look out for us and come say hi.
Pay
But
through
I
2025,
may
baby. Mm.
down in Raleigh, North Carolina. Keep an eye out for us. So I might actually try to find a 3DS XL.
Oh, dude,
I
it's
just want
so
to see a
good.
lot of the games I missed.
And honestly, like it just yeah, there's a lot of good shit on there.
Yeah,
Especially if you can get your hands on a new one or the 2DS. It's either one of them is just good to have.
there's a 2DS in that box.
Hell yeah. Speaking of which,
So
that is the next one on the list. The regular 2DS,
yeah.
the slab.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all right. Like to be honest, this thing is deceptively more comfortable than it looks.
Yeah.
Like the way the shoulder buttons are, and you just hold it like the slab. It actually doesn't feel too bad. The only reason why I'm giving it a knock is because the screens are completely exposed. You went through 2 generations of protecting your screen, and only to have it wide open again. So That's the only reason why I'm giving it a knock. But it's an alright console. I mean, especially if you want to give it to a child, because they don't have a hinge to
Yeah.
worry about. It's just a solid brick. Here you go, kid. If you break it, you bought it. So
Yeah, no, I agree with that. It being comfortable. I'm gonna put this one in good.
all right.
Because in my opinion, it does a better job than the 3DS. Because it just got rid of that gimmick. You don't need
Yeah.
it. You don't need it. There's no game that I can think of. I mean, granted, I didn't know a lot of the 3DS generation. There's not a single game I can think of that, in any way, shape, or form, required that 3D effect.
Right.
So like just having that taken away, and the 2DS, yeah, it feels great. It's solid. I like that. It's well laid out. I don't like that the screen isn't protected, but you can buy a case,
Yeah.
whatever. It's
They did make these Nerf cases specifically for the 2DS because they knew that kids were going to use these. So they got these
mhm.
big foam cases that they slipped into, and I mean it didn't take away from the comfort of it. It just made it foam, like it made it more protectable. So
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I sold enough of those as an employee to tell you that it's not too bad.
That's cool.
Yeah. So now we're at the. Is this the new the new 3DS? Regular 3DS size, but new. I think it's slightly bigger than the regular 3DS. So
The what?
the new 3DS. So this I will put as still good. Um, so a couple of reasons. It still had the 3DS to it. It still had the 3D to it, which was completely useless in my opinion.
Hmm.
Um, you know what? Just for that reason, music going, it's all
Ah, the Tetris bricks, they're coming right at me.
right. So the only reason why I'm ranking this above the other 3DSs is because it actually had a little nub where you can control the camera, and you didn't have to put a
Ooh.
stupid Circle Pad Pro on it. And I loved the changeable faceplates on these, even though I barely got a chance to actually do it. I remember having, I think, Animal Crossing ones for my girlfriend at the time. She had like the little Animal Crossing swap out plates, and they did a lot more with those in Japan, I believe, than they did in America. But
Okay.
yeah, it was good. It was a good little system, and I love the fact that you can actually play it like you would a normal console game. Now that you had two like directional sticks, one of them just being a nub, but you still had two directional sticks to play with. And what
It
about you, good sir?
sounds it sounds cool.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew it existed.
Oh,
So
all
that's
right.
gonna go bottom tier for me. That just I just never played it. Didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, it's honestly like a lot of people went from the 3DS XL straight to the new 3DS XL. Like they just skipped over the 2DS and this. So I mean,
Yeah. I mean,
it's really easy to skip it, to be honest.
my gaming kind of cut out from like the end of the Xbox 360, beginning of Xbox One PS4
Hmm.
generation. Like that was when I was kind of like graduating high school, and then I didn't kind of start again until I was like 23. So there's like 6 years there between like 2014, 2019 that I just wasn't
Yeah,
really paying attention.
that was like right around
Um,
when I was working at the
what's that?
games. That was right around when I was working at game stores. It was
That's when
right,
you were
right.
working at game stores?
Yeah, it's right around that era, like the
Okay.
20 between 2012 and 2016.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah,
was that was kind of like my partying, bar hopping, going out hanging out with friends
yeah,
phase.
yeah.
I still played games, here and there, like, but it wasn't until like 2019 my experience with Persona 5 that kind of got me back into
And what a
gaming
game
full
to do
swing.
that with too. That's
Boy.
so good. But
But
we are on the new 3DS XL, and this is also good for me. I own one of these. It's a pretty damn good console. Like I have every game that I'd ever want on this thing. And my only gripe with it, my big, it is a big knock, is that the weight of the screens, it hurts that hinge. Like it'll inevitably be a floppy mess eventually,
Mm.
and it's just because it can't hold its own weight with that hinge. But it's
Sounds like
still
my
a great
lower
system.
back.
What's up?
So it sounds like my lower back.
But it's more comfortable than the regular new 3DS because it's bigger. The bigger screen is great. It's a very vivid screen, and you still have the nubs. So it's still, I mean, in my opinion, it's still a good system.
Same tier for me. Didn't even know it existed.
Oh damn!
Sounds cool. I might actually have to look for that instead once we
If
get
we
to
if we go to
North
playthrough
Carolina.
and it's for a decent price, dude, like I would say, give it a shot.
Yeah.
I'll hook you up with some games, and we'll like just give it a shot.
All right,
Dude,
sweet.
I played so much fucking Fire Emblem on this console. So like, dude, like I like my most expensive Fire Emblem game, my most expensive game period is on this system.
Hell yeah.
So all right, so we're gonna do the 2DS XL. Bow. It's okay. Hear me out. It's the three. It's the 3DS. No bullshit. It's lighter. It's more durable. It plays all the 3DS games. You don't have to worry about straining your fucking eyes. And it's just, in my opinion, like it. The screen was nice and vivid, and it was very heavy duty. Like it was goated for me, man. Like that, I would easily, even to this day, I would easily trade in my 3DS XL for a 2DS XL. Like, just here, take this, give me some money, and give me that 2DS XL. One of my favorite designs in handheld history is on the 2DS XL, and
Really?
it's a Legend of Zelda. Was it Link's Awakening, Link Between Worlds? No, it was something before then. It was a Legend of Zelda one though, and it looks like the Hylian shield on it. It
Hell
looks
yeah.
so cool, and yeah, I would honestly, I'm still to this day looking for a 2DS that isn't ridiculously expensive. To
What do
this
they normally
day,
go for?
uh, about as much as the 3DS, maybe a little more depending on the design of it.
Shit.
Yeah, because the 3DS, like the 3DS, does have its own like really cool design. Like they have a Monster Hunter 3DS XL. They have a what was it? They had like a Galaxy themed 3DS XL. They have a Link Between Worlds 3DS XL. Or it might be just actually that might be a regular 3DS or a regular 3DS XL, not a new one. But yeah, um, but like because the 2DS XL, I don't think came out in enough volume compared to the new 3DS XL. So there's that.
Okay.
But and that might affect the price a little bit. But in all honesty, like it's just a lighter, more durable machine.
Sign me up.
Awesome.
That's just still gonna go in the never played section. I just never
Yeah.
fucking heard of it. I knew about the 3DS, like the 3DS and the 2DS, the new shit. I know that Nintendo was doing a whole string of new this and new that, but I didn't
Yeah.
know that they were doing new consoles. That totally went over me. Were they
I
doing
have.
like annual releases at this point for consoles?
I mean, it was getting there. They were just making reiterations
That's
over and over again. And you also got to think about it too. Like they were trying to recover money from the Wii U at the time,
yeah.
and the only thing that was making money for Nintendo was their handheld division. So they were probably just cranking out anything they could in order to make money off of it until the Switch came out.
I don't think any angle of the Nintendo handheld division has ever not made money.
No, I think besides this fucking thing, I think that yeah, every iteration of it has led the charge in handheld gaming. To be honest,
Can we just also reflect on what kind of bullshit was it that back in like what 1990 whatever, like 1998 I think it was, they came out with 9 years after the Game Boy. They came out with the Game Boy Color, right? So they
yeah,
they made the Game Boy last 9 years before a next iteration,
Mm-hmm.
and they came out with the Game Boy Color here in America, or in the Western market. But Japan got the Game Boy Light,
I knew
which
you were
had
gonna
a
fucking say
backlit
that.
screen.
I knew, like, dude, you don't even. Oh my god, you do know. But I'm just like, when I saw they had the Game Boy Light and we never got that, and it's basically a Game Boy fucking Pocket with a light in it.
Yeah,
Like that made me so mad. I don't fucking want this. Give me. I want to be able to see my games. Like, give
I'm
me
sitting here with
that.
a fucking worm light, and Japan's over there having the time of their life.
Right. Like I have this little fucking snake in the middle of my face the whole time. Like it's just, oh boy. Yes, I
Oh,
completely
what a
agree.
what a slap in the
It
face.
really was. But with this actually is the end of part one
All
of
right.
our gaming tier list. We got through all the Nintendo ones. So we got through all the handhelds and all the regular consoles for this. We don't have the Switch 2 on here because it's new. So
Yeah.
but yeah, you wanna see us out?
Sure thing. So yeah, if you liked what you saw and you liked hanging out with us and you would like to hear more, please hit that like and subscribe button and follow us wherever you are watching us, whether you're watching our reels on Instagram, TikTok, or what have you. Or if you're on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button and turn on that bell for notifications and hang out with us more often. We would love to hear your thoughts on what your favorite consoles were, what your least favorite consoles were. Please argue with us. It's great for the algorithm, and it would very much help us out. So you can follow me over at TPC underscore top pop culture on Instagram and YouTube, and you can follow my buddy here over at Aeon Driver underscore gaming on pretty much everything.
Yep.
So yeah, definitely let us know your thoughts. Give us a like and stick around for more. We will be back with more consoles very soon.
Yep. Part two is coming out probably next week. So you guys take care.
See you.